Yo, it's Mo Bassi back at it again, and in today's video we're going to discuss how to become financially free in your 20s and 30s. This is something that I really wish I had learned last year, and if you want to read further into this, there's a book called Profits First, and it goes really deep into how to actually build profits in your business. But we're not going to go into the business aspect. We're going to go into more personal finance and your personal income. It's kind of taken through the same model, but it's missing half of the model. So we'll save that for another video for the business aspect. This is the personal income, and I really wish I had known this last year, because if I had known this last year, I would have a lot more money than I do right now, simply because of the saving method that this helps you do, and then also planning how much money you need to personally be making in order to actually save the money that you have right now. Basically, it's broken down into 4 categories. First category is taxes. Second category is your expenses. Third category is investing, and fourth category is fun, okay? So depending on the state that you're in, I just put 15% for taxes. So whatever personal income that you're making, you set aside 15% just for taxes. It's gotta go, if you're in the States, it's gotta go to Uncle Sam. If you're in Canada or anywhere else, it's going to the government. So you put aside 15% for taxes, that's non-negotiable. Then 45% of your income needs to go towards expenses. This is your daily living. This is your rent, this is your food, this is your gas bill, this is your car, this is your necessary expenses that you need to actually live and have the money in order to be inside a house and not be broke and have food in your mouth and be able to commute, okay? So 45% of your money should be going towards your expenses, and then 35% of your money should be going towards setting up an investing account. So whatever income is coming in, 35% of it should strictly be going towards an account where you're saving and stacking up all this money to essentially invest into, whether it's real estate or stocks or whatever, or 35% of this money should be going into a stock portfolio, or 35% of it should be going into a mutual fund or an index fund, ideally, or 35% should be going towards, investing back into your business, okay, or back into your career. And that way, you can make sure that that 35% over time, it accumulates so that when you're in your 30s and 40s, you actually can retire. And then 5% of your money goes towards fun, okay? Because you need to have fun, you need to have a life. And so that 5%, that small sliver of the pie, goes towards actually buying cool stuff, okay? Whether it's buying cool watches, buying cool clothes, going on trips, going on adventures or excursions, or whatever it is that you set as a selfish goal for yourself, only 5% of that should be going towards it. One of the biggest things is to figure out now, my girlfriend's coming home, but one of the biggest things is to figure out now how much your expenses are gonna cost, okay? If your expenses are gonna be $3,000, that means that you have to divide $3,000 by 45%. So it'll be 3,000 divided by 0.45, which means that you'll actually have to be making $6,666 before taxes every single month. Okay, and now that's your income goal. Now you have to figure out, how do I get to that income so that I can basically live off of that $3,000 for my expenses, and not necessarily expand, but just live off of it, so that I can use that next 35% to invest, so that in my 30s and 40s, I can actually retire. This is something that I really wish I had learned, because I have saved up a lot more and I would be able to invest a lot more this year. But since I'm doing it this year, it's been helping me with my finances a lot. And as a man in your 20s and 30s, this is how you should be personally handling all your finances. If you're not doing this right now, you're going to the club and buying bottles and spending it on girls, you'll find yourself in your 30s and 40s still working and not being able to get out of the rat race. And then you won't really be a high value man, and women will not want to be with you. You won't have good relationships. You won't have a good balance in your life. So this is really setting up your life with your finances so that when you are in your 40s, you can really spend more time in your life focusing on the things that matter, like your relationships, etc. Okay? So hopefully you found this useful. Again, 15% goes towards taxes, 35% towards investing, 45% towards your expenses, and 5% is for the fun stuff, okay? And handle it into different accounts. You need to set up different accounts for this. This is super important. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure to click that subscribe button, and we will talk soon. Take care.